Hello everyone, my name is Ian, an experienced marketing professional, and in this video I want to talk through how to build a marketing plan for your brand using this example from an imaginary tent startup. So let's jump into it. So you need to create a brand marketing plan. If you're in a hurry, just replicate this. It's a marketing plan one page that communicates everything that investors, the bank, the CEO will ever need to know about your marketing plans. Your brand goal, what your brand is going to be famous for, how you're going to bring your brand to life, the enablers of growth, and finally, the KPIs to track performance. The first thing you need to define for your brand marketing plan is your brand goal. The more specific you can be here, the better, as you'll make sure your brand plan is much more focused. In the case of our fictitious tent brand startup, our aim is to become the #1 in the Polar Expedition tent segment. So, what is the right goal for your brand plan? Well, this could be financial or non-financial depending on the space you operate in. But the most important thing is to ensure that it's realistic, and secondly, it's aligned with your business priorities. Otherwise, you'll lose all credibility with your stakeholders. The next step is probably the most important. You need to decide the one or possibly two things your brand is going to be famous for. This is what's going to ensure that your brand is compelling to your target consumers and also differentiated versus the competition. The key here is to ensure that you're famous for something that target consumers really value. For the example of our tent brand, this is waterproofing and lightweight. But what are the right features and attributes for your brand to be famous for? Well, it depends on your target consumers. And the only way of figuring this out is by talking to a lot of them. But time and investment in consumer research is never wasted and will ensure that you're famous for the most compelling reasons. And the next step is, in my opinion, the most fun. It's where you explain how you'll bring your brand to life. What are the brand marketing campaigns that you will develop? What are the new products that you're going to launch? The key here is to ensure that all your marketing and NPD is rooted in what your brand is going to be famous for. For example, for our tent brand, all of the communication will be highlighting the superior waterproofing and lightweightness of our tents in really creative ways. The next step is to define your enablers. These are the processes and learnings that need to go on in the background to ensure you keep on track in the medium term. In the case of our tent brand, it's an understanding of the fast-changing Polar Expedition tent market, as well as an understanding of the retailers who supply expeditions. And the final step is to define the KPIs that we're going to use to track performance, to ensure that our marketing campaigns and NPD are moving the needle and moving us in the right direction. Think about the monthly meeting with the board or the bank. How are you going to be able to show progress? How are you going to prove that all of your marketing is moving the business in the right direction? In the case of our tent brand, we're focused on awareness, satisfaction, and distribution measures. And there you have it, the brand marketing plan. Everything you need on one page. But finally, a word of warning. Remember, with anything new, it takes practice and iteration to get the plan exactly as you want it. Start by summarizing your research, putting a draft plan together, then iterate. Get feedback from stakeholders and colleagues until you have a super sharp home plan. And that's it. Good luck with your brand plans, everyone.